What's up, man? So this video is going out to Fred, which would be my moderator's, I guess, ex-husband, now that Candus has moved in with him. So you guys have heard me talk about on a couple lives that, you know, me speak about getting money back. I guess I'll play some clips right here.
But you've moved in, and now you're with her husband. And Fred, you're like a, what type of man are you? What type of, you're a man that owes me $200, just so you know, and I will get that
right here or so throughout this video. And what that is so just so you guys have full context, is Dee was a moderator of mine when things were normal, when Don was with Candus and stuff, and Dee was with Fred, and it was a moderator of mine who I spoke with all the time, and I actually was buying a motorcycle from them. They didn't want much for it, and Dee worked out with Noel that I could make payments towards this motorcycle. It was only $500 to get, and I think we were halfway there, or something like that. And I was kind of afraid by putting and airing all this stuff out with Candus, like shacking up with this guy and moving with this guy. I was kind of like reluctant, like, to get it back. But I will say and clear the air, he did send it back on good faith, and I appreciate that, and I respect that. Man to man, I respect that. And I want to say thank you. However, from man to man, thank you. Now, listen, man, whatever you have going on with Candus, it's none of my business, dude. And I'm not on here to trash you or nothing like that, but I do want to say these couple words to you. First of all, I don't really approve of what's happening. I've been on 110 Ben Hill. I've physically been on the hill and seen you and Dee pull up and seen you and Dee interact with Don and Candus. It's just weird how this stuff has panned out. I've talked to Dee and I know how immensely she cared for Summer. It's just so weird now to realize that, like, you guys are a thing. And I have to state this, man. It's very awkward, and I do kind of feel like this is completely disrespectful to Dee, bro. As much as I respect you give me the money back, it's really disrespectful from both you and Candus, and that's just my opinion. And I asked the internet, I'm going to ask the internet not to bother this guy, but Fred, this is what you've gotten yourself into. You've inserted yourself into the case, and the thing is, like, you're not a dummy. You were with Dee, a mod of mine, and Dee would always talk freely about the Summer Wells case, and I know that you know what comes with the Summer Wells case, so I'm going to ask the internet not to bother you, but, dude, you already know what's coming. These people are going to look all through your family history. They're going to dox the shit out of you. I can ask them not to, but, you know, you can't expect me to control that. But the point of this video is I thank you for giving me the money back. I don't respect what you're doing. I find it very, very, very weird and massive red flags that neither you or Candus grieved. And I'm going to be vocal about that because I respect your wife that's now dead. I find the whole thing of her dying extreme red flags, as you should too. I can't control what the internet does. I can tell them to not bother you, but it's out of my control. But this is all stuff that you should already, it's already should be embedded in your head that's going to happen. And this is all stuff that you already know about. You don't need me to tell you. But I will come on here to say, like, I don't really understand that you get the full grasp of what's about to happen to you. Like, having Candus, you guys shacking up and whatever it is, man, whether it was Candus made a move on you while you were grieving and weak, or whether it was this is a plan, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I find it to be weird, but I will be a man to say thank you, and I will say this. You just don't know what... There's a lot of people who question Candus as somebody who supported her. And you're in that, you're in that category as well. You always have been, especially Dee. I don't think that you understand the gravity of the situation. Like, it's not just that Candus moves in. Dee was somebody who kept a low profile and didn't want all this heat from the internet. And it's not that I don't feel bad for telling people, or I'm not going to have like any guilt for airing it out because of what Candus has done. And you have to realize, look what Candus did to Don and your wife Dee. And as man to man, as I can say thank you, do you really think that this is a good thing? I'm just asking you, and you know me. This is not some weirdo on the internet, some stranger on the internet. We've met, we've talked, we've hung out. I remember, hanging out with your lizard in the hotel room. You know what I'm talking about. But you realize, like, Dee kept a low profile. No one even knows her name. It's a different ball game with you, but this is what you're asking for. And when they come, this is your doing. This is your doing. And I hope this is what you wanted. I hope this is what you wanted. Because there is questions of like I just don't understand the grieving process. Like, neither one of you grieved. Neither one of you grieved. And it's already like a thing. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And listen, dude, there's red flags with Candus and Summer. There's already massive red flags there. But now this situation, there's massive... Dude, I appreciate what you did. And I respect it. But as a man, I'm giving you a warning. Careful what you ask for. It might just bite you in the ass. Because there's a lot of red flags with your wife. A lot of, and I understand by you send that money, it's probably the last time we're going to speak. And that's why I'm making this video. Because I realize you gave the money back to my wife, but if you would have gave it to me back or spoke with me, I would have told you this on the phone. You have no idea what's coming your way. And let's face it, it does look weird. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope that, like, nothing fishy happened and maybe you and Candus were into each other and nobody knew. I don't know, man. It ain't none of my business. But people are going to poke and look and figure it out. Because one thing you can't be smarter is this internet thing, man. But that's all I got, guys. If you see the clips on my past lives when I've been airing this stuff out, I was talking about getting my money back, and I did get money back. But, let's keep it real and let's keep it a buck. It is weird that, Dee died randomly, right? And then them two just hooked up. Like, there's no grieving process, I'm just, I can only speak for myself, and I could never lose a loved one and not grieve. Like, hooking up with somebody is the last thing in the world. And it's weird, man. This is where, like, insurance scams come into play. What you think of. Life insurance scams come into play. It's just a lot of weird stuff happening, man. And I really hope that, you guys are in the clear. But people are going to look at it, man. And I don't know. Maybe you'll see this video and read the comments below. And maybe I'm just the dumbass. But... no, man, I look at things with an open mind, and I have common sense on stuff, and it is fishy, man. But good luck with your internet relationship. And I hope you get everything that you want, and I hope that everything that comes your way is what you want. What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe to my clip channel at WHITEBOYRADIO Clips, and in the description box is the link to be a member. Become a member if you can. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.